Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in and joining this video. In this video, we are going to talk about assets and how you can actually use assets inside custom code. There are a lot of people asking me about PDF, so the demonstration I'm going to show you is with how you can use assets in PDF, but I can also show you how you can use assets like in a custom code. So there are a couple of things that are important before we begin. First thing is that what is an asset? So the assets is when you go to on the left side, you have this project media, and then assets. And assets is everything that you actually upload as an image or PDF or video, or it could be audio or whatever. So there are a couple of, I'm not sure if there are limitations, so that if there are file types limitations, I think you can upload anything or everything that you want to or any file. But in my case, it's just a demo file. This is actually an error in FlutterFlow. I don't know why I used the error one, but yeah, just this is what I had. I deal with a lot of errors because I'm pushing the limit, probably, of FlutterFlow. So in my case, it's demo.png. And let me show you what we are going to achieve with this one. So how it works. The important part here is that I didn't actually know that, and thanks to Jark, let me zoom a little bit. Thanks to Jark, and actually thanks to all the people here that actually asked this question. There were actually a lot of people that were asking me about how they can use PDF, how they can use assets inside PDF, and thanks to actually all of them, I was able to figure out, and thanks majority to Jerka, I hope I pronounce your name, and he was actually in the live session. He actually joined the live session and we talk on private messages, on DMs after the private message, and I point him to this post because there, as I said, there were a lot of people recently talking about that, how they can use it. And actually he made a community tutorial about this. So this is the actual community tutorial, I think, where he's actually explaining how you can use assets in a PDF. But my idea is not to just show you how you can use assets in the PDF. My idea is actually to show you how you can use assets in a custom code. And of course, you can use it in PDF because PDF is generated by custom code. And the thing that he actually noticed that I didn't know about it, or I didn't actually checked, was that you cannot actually test it in test mode, and you cannot test it in run mode as well. And to be honest, I don't know what is the reason, but just keep in mind that there are a lot of things that, not a lot of things, but there are some things that you cannot test in test mode and in run mode. So I strongly advise you, when you actually um, testing something and it's not working in test mode, the last resource will be to test on a mobile device. Or in this case, because in mobile device it will work, or in this case, he says that it is actually working on web publishing. So let me show you what I mean. I hope my session is still here. Yes, it is still here. And I said this in the last video that I did about the new test session, which is actually great. I'm saying this one more time. It's actually super great, this new test session, and you have limited 30 minutes and 16. I left the minutes that I have are 16 left. And when I click actually the PDF, this is what I get. And if I open the console log, the dev log or the console, this is actually the error that I'm getting. And if I click download right now, you can see the error. It will be a red error. and we have to wait just a little bit. And then you can see this rare error. So this error actually is the same error that that it's here in the post. And as I said, I don't know why this is not working in test mode and run mode, but apparently it's not. I will talk about this with the FlutterFlow team, and I hope that they can fix that, or at least tell me what is the reason why this is not working. Because if I know the reason, then it would be great, and I will share it with you guys so you know what is the reason for that. And then the code, the idea is that this will be a custom code that is actually showing the image, and this is the image that I'm showing from the FlutterFlow itself. So this is not a custom code. This is a custom code. And if I go over here, this is the web version of the same project. And if I go to PDF, you can see that this is the web version from the link, and also on the top right it says built in FlutterFlow. That's how you can see that this is a web version. And you can see here in the web version, you can clearly see that this image is working totally fine. So let me show you what is the actual and how you can actually use assets in a custom code. So if we go back here, the first thing is of course to import the assets from here. So import the assets that you need. In my case, I imported one image. And after you imported the assets, a very important thing is that you go to your pages. And in my case, I go to this page, and this is my page. So it's very important, like I said, to import this image inside your project. In my case, I imported this image in the same page, but probably ideally you don't want to import this image in your page. You actually want to import it as a custom code. And in this case, how you can do this is you can actually create a dummy page. This is what Alex actually told me as well. And he's the founder of FlutterFlow. So what you can do is actually create dummy page. So click create blank, and dummy, for example, will be the name of this page. And this dummy page, the only thing that this dummy page will do, let me put it inside pages probably. Yes. So the only thing that this dummy page will do is actually I will import an image, and this image will be from assets, and this image will be this one over here. And to show you, and then I can actually delete the image that I have over here, and I can leave the custom code like that. And if I actually update my web publishing, so if I publish the version again, let's wait a little bit, it's publishing. And then while it is publishing, let's go to the custom code and let me show you my custom code. So the custom code that I'm using is actually a custom widget. And a custom widget is super easy. Custom widget, it's actually only returning the image assets. You don't need any imports, to be honest. Actually, I did that just to check it because I was wondering why the test mode is not working. And that's why I did the import. But you don't need the import, so you don't need any imports. The only thing that you need is this code. And where is this code actually coming from? It's the question that you're going to ask. And this code is actually, you can actually get this code from when you go to dummy, when you import, where do you import your asset? You go to view code, and after that, when you click on the image, this is actually the same code. You can just copy and paste this code and put it in a custom code. So, and here you're saying, why do I need to use this in a custom code? Why do I just don't use it like in the normal, like import image and then import it as an asset? Yeah, that is actually a great question. And the reason for that is that maybe you want to have your assets inside some custom code. So for example, maybe you have a custom video player that will play your videos and your videos will come from assets. Maybe you have custom PDFs that you want to show, which are also coming from, they will come from assets. Or maybe you have some audio or images that you want to show, or custom gallery, for example, or something like that. So in this case over here that I'm going to show you is how you can use the assets inside your PDF. So if you go to the PDF, so it's PDF, it's a custom action actually. And this video, I did a video about that. It is in my channel. It's this video over here. This is the cover of the video. It says PDF. So I did a video about how you can use PDFs. And in this video, I didn't actually show how you can use images, for which I'm sorry, but I didn't actually did it because of the assets thing. And now I can actually show you how you can use assets, right? So you can use assets. This is how you can use, let me comment. So this is how you can use, I will put the code in the GitHub. I'll put the code in the description, but I'll put also in the code in the GitHub. So if you actually go to custom actions, and if you write here PDF, this would be PDF. I think PDF generate will be the one that you need. And I'll update this code because now it's not updated, but I'll update it with the latest code so you can see the actual latest code. And let me just instant reload this one. So yeah, this is how you can use an image from a network image. So this image is actually coming from a network. And this is the code. The only code that you need is this line. And you have in line 33, let me just zoom a little bit. Probably it's better to see the code. And let me hide this one over here. So probably it's a little better to see it like that. Let me try and zoom a little bit more. So yeah, this is the line that you need. This is image coming from network. So it's just a simple link with an image. And then how you can use the image, this is how you're using the image. Just write PW, and the PW is coming from here, from this import of the package. So first import PDF, pdf.dart, and then import PDF /widgets.dart as PW. And the version that I'm using, it's the latest version actually, it's 3.9. And then if I go here, as you can see, you can use it with pw.image and it will be net image. And how you can use image from assets. So image from assets, like I said, first you have to do a dummy, you have to create a dummy page, put your asset there inside this dummy page. You don't need to link it anywhere. The reason for that is that FlutterFlow have to import this image inside your project or inside your app. And the reason for that is that when you actually upload it from here, when you upload it from project media and assets, it is not importing the actual image until you actually use it in some of your pages. So that's why you need a dummy page. Just create a dummy page, use this image that you need to use it inside your code. And this is how you can use it. The first line over here, this is one line actually. So this is one line which will actually convert this to bytes. So this one will convert it to int 8, int 8. And after that, you just put these bytes over here. You don't need this because this is just a simple print. I will simplify the code when I put it in GitHub so you don't get those commands. But yeah, you have it as bytes, and then you put it with pw.memory image, and then image, and then here underneath you can use it with pw image and then image. So it's actually, this code is the same as you can see over here. The only difference is that this is only one line and those here are actually two lines. So just copy and paste, put your assets. So keep in mind that if it's an image, and we're talking about images in PDFs, or if it's a video or whatever, just keep in mind you have to import it first, as I said, in your page, and then go to view code to actually see what is the path to your file. And just copy and paste the path, because if the path is not correct, it will actually respond with an error. So keep in mind that the path should be correct. And this is actually how you can use assets in PDF. And if I actually go over here, you can still see that this is my image, and it's not still showing. But if I go over here, I actually remove it from here, and I put it on a dummy page, so you cannot see it over here. It was here, but you can see it over here, but you can still see it over here. So what I wanted to show you is that if I actually go to dummy page, and if I am in a dummy page, so if I actually delete this dummy page and reload, so if I republish, so if I click publish again in this web view, you can actually see that this image will be not shown because I'm not using it in the dummy page. So I'll pause it now and I'll resume when this publishing is done. Okay, so now it's done loading, as you can see over here. The test mode, it's expired, and I like that, to be honest, because 5 minutes before the test mode expired, there's this green message over here. So it says stop to start a new session. So if I click actually the top, if I tap here or click, it should actually start a new session. Which right now, because of this demo, okay, now it started. Okay, so yeah, the whole idea is that before this message actually show 5 minutes before the test message run out. And this is great because in theory you can actually have two test modes at the same time, which is actually great. You didn't have that before, and it's great because in like that you can actually have instant test modes, which is great because while this is loading, you can actually use the test mode that you already have, which is great. Really appreciate that. I'm talking about that a lot, but it's really appreciated what the FlutterFlow team did with this one. And then if I refresh the actual web view, you can see that this is still working. In reality, it should not work because you had the dummy page. But if I click the download image, it should not work. At least this is what I expected. But it's still working for whatever reason. But yeah, just keep my words. Just keep my word, and just make sure you have this dummy page. And the reason for that the reason for the dummy page is that, like I said, the user already confirmed that, and actually Alex, as I said, the founder of FlutterFlow, confirmed that you need this dummy page. So just to be safe and to be sure, create a dummy page and include the asset in this dummy page in order for it to work. And then as you saw probably, this is the actual PDF that was created. It's a super simple PDF. The problem with that PDF is that the images are super small. I just did it super small images, but you probably see them the one image, this one on the right, it's coming from the internet, and this one on the left, it's coming from assets. Yeah, sorry about it, they are super small, but the thing is that I want to show you that this is actually working. It is. Like I said, the link for that, the link for the files, for the code, sorry, will be in the GitHub, or in the, you can just get it from the description, the link you get it from description. And this is, like I said, I wanted to explain you how you can actually use assets inside your custom code. Not only, as I said, not only in the PDF, but there are a lot of people asking for the PDF. That's why I wanted to make this demo with the PDF. And then for the final thing that I wanted to show you is actually I have this calendar set up, and you can actually join the live sessions every Wednesday. They're very important, and for the reason for that is that, for example, last Friday we were talking about the PDF and the images and the assets. That's how we can actually see what are the users actually need, and that's why I'm creating those videos. So yeah, like I said, it's important to come in the live sessions. You can click over here. Remember that you can join by two things. You can actually join by clicking one of the dates that suits you best, and you only have five. We only have 5 spots in total for the people. And when you actually join from here, we can actually talk, and you can actually show me your problem live and or issue, and then we can deal with it. On the other thing, the other way you can actually go live, it's just going to my channel. And when you go to my channel, you can actually go, I think, in live, and this is actually the next live session, and you can click on the reminder so you get a reminder when it'll be the next live session. So yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Take care.